students, now we'll read about gestational diabetes. You all know about diabetes means glucose intolerance of the body. If this one is occurred during pregnancy period, then we will tell that this one is gestational diabetes. How we can able to see this one and how we can able to manage the condition, we will read briefly about this one. First of all, we need to read about the definition of gestational diabetes. Gestational diabetes includes the cases with abnormal carbohydrate tolerance with onset or first detected during the pregnancy period. This one is occurred during first time during pregnancy period. This one is occur first time. So we will tell that this one is gestational diabetes, or it is defined as carbohydrate intolerance resulting in hyperglycemia of variable severity being first during pregnancy period. So though this one is occurred during pregnancy period for the first time, so we will tell that this one is gestational diabetes. Okay, but before this one, mother has no diabetic condition. Okay, and mother having normal condition, due to pregnancy period, what happened during the pregnancy period, diabetic condition arise, gestational diabetes. Understood? Then we will read about the causes which are responsible to cause gestational diabetic condition. First one is positive family history of diabetes. If the father or mother of parents or mother having diabetic condition, then there is more chance for diabetes during the pregnancy period. And also if the grandparents are having diabetic condition, then there is more chance for diabetic condition during the pregnancy period. And also previous birth of an overt baby of 4 kg or more weight, then there is also chance for pregnancy with diabetic condition, or during the pregnancy period diabetic condition will arise for the first time. Then previous stillbirth of the baby, and also age over 30 years. If the mother having age more than 30 years, then there is more chance for pregnancy induced diabetic condition. Then if the mother is obese, so there is also chance for gestational diabetic condition. Then diagnosis or screening. The mother who are at risk to develop gestational diabetes are advised to undergo a glucose tolerance test or GTT, as this will indicate a normal or impaired glucose tolerance in a pregnant lady. So if we will conduct glucose tolerance test, then we can able to know if the mother is suffering from this condition or not. Then we can able to detect the presence of diabetic condition during the pregnancy period or development of diabetes during the pregnancy period. This test helps to assess the baby's response to a glucose load. And we can able to screen the condition of the mother, and we can also able to identify the presence of diabetic condition during the pregnancy period. Before proceeding to full glucose tolerance test, a fasting blood sample is obtained. Then after this, the woman is given a measured amount of glucose in the form of drink that is equivalent to 75 mg of glucose. Then blood samples are obtained at interval for estimation of glucose and thereafter compared to the normal range written below. Means during the fasting period, normal range is 90 mg. 1 hour after ingestion of 75 gram of glucose, the normal range is 165 mg. 2 hours after ingestion of 75 gram glucose, normal range is 145 mg. Okay, 3 hours after ingestion of 75 gram glucose, then normal range is 125 mg. So according to the normal range, we can able to identify the condition of the mother. If the mother is suffering from any critical condition or not, then we can able to identify those things, and according to the need of the mother, we have to provide appropriate type of therapy according to the prescription of obstetrician. Okay. Then what are the hazards which are normally occur due to presence of gestational diabetic condition? First one is increased perinatal loss. Then second one, increased tendency of macrosomia. Third one, tendency to develop overt diabetes. Fourth one, polyhydramnios. Fifth one, birth trauma. Sixth one, more chances of UTI. UTI full form is urinary tract infection. So though this one is present during the pregnancy period, this diabetic condition is arise during the pregnancy period, so there is more chance for UTI. The next one, risks of spontaneous abortion and stillbirth also occur due to this condition during the pregnancy period. And also there is more chance for IUD. IUD full form is intrauterine death of fetus normally occur during the pregnancy. Then nursing management of gestational diabetes. First one, aim of management of this condition. So first one under this aim, to instruct the mother about dietary management. Second one, to give proper knowledge and teach her about self administration of insulin. Then again to teach her self testing of blood glucose level. Fourth one, explain her how to manage hypoglycemia if it occur. So according to the need of the client, according to the need of the mother, they have to provide appropriate type of management. So these all are the aim of management which are normally provided during the pregnancy period and also during the labor process, and also if required they will provide appropriate type of management during the postnatal period. Combinedly they have to provide appropriate care if the mother is suffering from diabetic condition or gestational diabetic condition. So they have to provide care during the perinatal period, though this one is very essential. The next one, nursing management. What are types of nursing management which are normally provided to one mother who is suffering from gestational diabetic condition? So under this one, first one is refer all such mothers to a physician to have normal pregnancy and delivery. Next one, routine testing of urine for glucose is done. Next one, if the diabetes is not controlled, then the mother is admitted at about 16 to 20 weeks of gestation for stabilization or for stabilizing the condition of the mother. They have to admit the mother inside the hospital. At each visit, the urine is tested for sugar and acetone if required. If there is chance for preeclampsia or the mother is having hypertensive disorder, they have to test if protein is present inside the urine. They have to confirm about those things and they have to conduct test. If sugar is present or protein is present inside the urine, they have to confirm. The next one, they have to plan for well balanced diet and they have to provide appropriate type of nutrition to the mother. The next one, tell the mother not to have meals in more amount. Okay, huge amount they have to control. They have to take for more times and they have to take small amount of foods for more number of times. Okay, and also this one is very essential. She has to take bedtime snack to prevent hypoglycemic condition during the night and early morning time. Continue taking of vitamins, iron, folic acid tablets as prescribed by the physician. Then advise her to avoid different type of drugs or different types of medication without prescription of the physician. And also she has to avoid taking of alcohol and some other harmful substances which may cause harm towards the fetus and also towards her health status during the pregnancy period. Not to ever skip a meal, keep a check on blood glucose level. However, every mother should be taught to sign and symptom about the sign and symptom of hypoglycemia. If this one is present due to the sign and symptom or due to this hyperglycemic condition, there is more chance for presence of hypoglycemia. So if this one is present, she can able to assess the condition and identify the presence of hypoglycemic condition, and she has to immediately consult with the physician. Never attempt to treat gestational diabetes at home. Though this one is very essential and very important for maintaining proper health status of the fetus and mother, they have to consult quickly by maintaining a small gap to the physician. Okay. The next one is hospitalization of gestational diabetic suffered mother. Okay, if required, they will admit the mother inside the hospital in between 32 to 34 weeks, where well equipments are available and all the skilled personnel are available, and they can able to identify the condition. According to the condition, they can able to provide appropriate type of care to the mother. If they will admit the client inside the hospital, so they can able to save the life of mother as well as baby, and they can the mother can able to give birth to one healthy baby. They have to provide appropriate care during the prenatal period, during the intranatal period, and also during the postnatal period, to provide one safe delivery or to conduct proper labor process. They have to maintain proper health status during the labor process, and they have to consider the health status. If the mother is suffering from gestational diabetic condition, they have to assess the condition, and according to the physician, they have to provide appropriate type of fluid and medication or drugs required by the mother, and they can able to maintain proper health status and deliver one healthy baby. Then again, during the postnatal period, they have to assess the condition of the mother and also baby, and according to the need of mother, they have to provide appropriate type of care. After delivery, the carbohydrate metabolism returns to normal, and hence the insulin requirement falls rapidly. Advice are to increase our nutritional demand. As nutritional demand by the body of mother, she has to take the meals. She will not use intrauterine contraceptive devices, though there is more chances for infection, pelvic infection, due to use of this type of thing. We can able to provide information, we can able to provide knowledge. If total family completed, then she can able to conduct permanent sterilization. Okay. Then next one is care for baby. After birth of the baby, so when birth of baby occur, so at that time one neonatologist will present there, and that person, that physician has to care for health status of the baby during the postnatal period. Baby is kept in an intensive neonatal care unit if required for 48 hours for observation, and normally these type of babies are overweight baby, means more than 4 kg or 4.5 kg of body weight normally occur. So there is more chance for asphyxia, then birth injury, any congenital anomalies. If there, they have to assess the condition. They have to find out the proper clearance of airway, and they have to find out the need for oxygen. If need for oxygen is there by the baby, they have to provide oxygen for the baby. These all are the things. If the baby is ill and can't suck, then spoon feeding is employed, and a hypoglycemia may occur, and to prevent this, the baby should be fed soon after delivery. Usually the fast feed that may be given is 10% glucose, followed by continued breastfeeding every 2 hours. Check for overfeeding by the baby. So we have to consider the health status of both baby and mother during the postnatal period, though this one is very important. During the observational period, means 4th stage of labor, we have to observe the condition of mother and also baby, and also after this one we have to observe the condition of both mother and baby during the postnatal period, though this one is very essential. All babies should receive 1 mg vitamin K intramuscularly, though this one is important. The babies are prone to jaundice due to the destruction of red cells and because of immature liver. So we need to provide vitamin K, though this one is very essential, and precautions are taken to prevent infection, and also we need to provide immunity from outside to the baby to maintain proper health status of the baby, though this one is very essential during the postnatal period. So students, these all are about gestational diabetes. If you have any doubt, read thoroughly about this one, and if you have any doubt then ask me. Thank you all.